Hey guys, okay, so this is just gonna be a really casual video. I was gonna upload it on my vlog channel, but those videos are extremely casual. They're like, I'll film them in my PJs, tucked up in my bed at night without any makeup on. But this one is just gonna be a Q&A of answering some questions that you guys have. The thing is, I'm answering them just out of my Tumblr inbox, which is kind of exclusive, but no, like my point is that I don't think I like Tumblr anymore. And it's so sad because you can just spend hours and hours looking at all the pretty pictures. But I had this realization. I know I've said this before, but I guess it was kind of a re-realization, if that's a word. I was tweeting about it earlier, not to be redundant. If you guys already saw those tweets, but that am I even in focus? Yeah. But I realized that it's kind of just like one big ironic website. Like the posts with one of the most notes that I've seen was talking about how the key to happiness is not to compare yourself to others. That's literally what it said. It had like 300,000 notes, and if you guys know Tumblr, that's a lot of notes. I know there's ones in the millions, but then it made me realize that some of the other posts with almost the same amount of notes are completely contradicting that, because they are pictures of paradise, so places you want to be, or pictures of people considered perfect by society, or people who are beautiful, because I don't know how to really use that word because it's so just how someone looks, so I don't want to sound shallow, but it made me realize that that's what Tumblr is. Every time people reblog a picture with want underneath, or give me, or oh my god, I wish, they're always pictures of people comparing their lives to what the picture's like, whether it's how a body shape is or how big a house is, and it kind of drives me crazy because first of all, I fall victim to that really easily. I'm not perfect. Like, I definitely feel envy, and I see those photos, and it's almost like you're living through them, which isn't. I don't think that's ever really good. I mean, to a small extent, I guess you can kind of live vicariously through things you know you'll never ever have. So through, I'd say, like Harry Potter and things like that, like imaginative things. But it just kind of makes me mad when that's basically what the whole website is. And I know there's a lot of community and you can make friends and things like that, but there's also a lot of blogs who act like, or it seems like the blogs that act like they don't care about their followers are the blogs that are the most popular, because they're playing like hard to get. They're being like, they're wanting people to ask more, that kind of thing. So I'm not really even sure if I like Tumblr anymore, which is kind of, it's a bit ironic because I'm going to be answering these all from my Tumblr inbox, but that's because I have so many questions. Okay, so now that I've kind of gotten that, like, random run-on of opinion out there, because I felt like I kind of needed to, I'm actually going to get into the questions, and I'm just going to start. As I said, this is going to be really casual. You can see I'm already, like, getting that theme with the hair. But yeah, I'm just going to start. So, the first question is, what is your favorite place to vacation, and what do you miss about Canada? Okay, so that's two questions. And this was by Anonymous. A vacation destination more than once to a place. But I'd say, because that's more like family. So I'm going to say Daytona Beach was my favorite place I've ever been. Maybe, like, I was there for a really short time, but I was there with my best friend Hunter, and I feel like we just had a really good time. And it's also like in Florida, so that counts because I've been to Florida a lot. So I'm just gonna say Florida and be really generic there. I don't have some cool answer like Fiji, like most people probably. All right. What do you miss about Canada? Okay, so I miss tons of things. Obviously, it was where I grew up, but I've come to realize that it's not as special as I made it out to be. I mean, Canada is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, if you're Canadian, but I kind of always had this, like, I would always raise it up in my head and bump it up because I want it to be so much better than Germany. And to me, still, would I prefer living there than here? Yeah, but both countries have great things to offer. And what I probably miss most about Canada, this is going to sound so shallow, but like, other than my friends, I miss my house the most. And it's not like it was a big house. It wasn't special. It was in a subdivision. It was cookie cutter. But I loved my room. I loved the pool. I loved the kitchen. I love every single thing about it. I love coming home and turning on that cheap electric fireplace. I loved how my living room looked. It was so like peaceful and beige, and I just miss so many things about it. And it's funny how with me, a place like I miss places as much as I miss people. I feel comfortable in different places, and different things comfort me more than others, and usually that has a lot to do with location and even just different rooms. So I miss my house. What is. Alright, sorry. Is it important for you to be thin? This was asked by Anonymous. I don't think. It's important to me to be healthy, but that's all I like. I don't really know how to answer that, because it shouldn't really be like important for anyone to be thin. That doesn't really make sense. I mean, body type is a body type. Everyone has a different one, and there's no one to be. I mean, if I had like, there's no specific reason that I could even think of in the universe why it would have to be important for someone to be thin. So no, it's not. I try and keep healthy. I take my multivitamins. The next question is, what are some good stores? Okay, these are so random, but Beautiful Disasters and Young Glove. Oh, I thought it said Young Glove, but it's Young Love. What are some good stores to get combat boots? Alright, she has to reply, like, privately, but I barely ever, like, reply to anyone. I'm so bad. I try, but with schoolwork and everything, the most I can do is just try and make a video, not to sound like I'm complaining. But some great place to get combat boots, because I just got some, is forever21.com. They have really cheap ones right now. They're like $21. I just ordered them. You'll see them in my haul, which should be coming soon. And yeah, there's your answer, because they're cheap and they're cute and they fit me. So maybe they'll fit you too. Yeah. Okay, so the next question is there a certain hero cartoon you liked watching growing up? Funny story, I never watched cartoons. I never ever watched cartoons. I hated them with a passion, and I don't really know why, but I still do. Like, I was never that Saturday morning Lucky Charms and cartoons kid, ever. I was usually, I don't even know what I was doing, probably reading, or, okay, not reading, I wasn't like some intellectual child. If I was reading, it would only have been Harry Potter, or watching movies, or, like, I don't really remember we were ever really allowed to just sit down for the TV, to be honest. I don't think we ever wanted to. We had other things to do. And yeah, my sister actually loves cartoons, but I never had a hero cartoon, ever, or anything like that. Like, I never got attached to any TV show. Like, when people talk about the 90s shows, they don't I don't get nostalgic at all. So it's interesting for me, because usually one would, but yeah. The next question is, oopsie, dang it. Okay. Would you ever come to Disney World to see the Harry Potter exhibit? I think I know what you're talking about, and I think I went there. If it's the Harry Potter, the Wizarding World or something, Harry Potter, blah, 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 I can't speak. Then yes, I went. I had an amazing time. I went with my cousins a couple years ago. And yeah, I guess that answers the question. But I had butterbeer, so if you guys go get butterbeer, don't get the frozen kind, the normal kind's better. Pumpkin juice out of a bottle is amazing, and definitely go to Ollivanders if you can. My sister actually got chosen to be like the wand person. If you have been there, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, the next question is, have you ever been to a concert, and if so, which one? I've been to one concert before, and it was great, but like, I'm not like that addicted to concerts type person. Like, I'll never be like that person who always is going to a bunch. It was Katy Perry, and I was so fortunate to just be able to go. I went with my friend Maddie and my sister, and we sat really far back. Like, we were in the, like, kind of in the pit area or whatever it's called. I don't know, like, the concert lingo. And it was like, we couldn't see anything. I especially couldn't see anything. And we were close, but we're like, well, if we can't see anything, there's no point. So we just went all the way to the back and sat, like, on these chairs. So we were really far, but I think we had a pair of binoculars, if I'm correct, if I'm remembering right. And yeah, it was just, the whole thing was just like, I'm this close to Katy Perry. Like, that's what I was thinking the whole time. So, was it an amazing experience? Yes. Do I think I'll want to go to another concert or spend money on that kind of thing? No. Unless, you know, like, I wouldn't have to spend money. Okay. The next question is, do you know any good songs? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to, like, I would have answered that, but I'm trying to answer generic ones. The second question is your second tattoo picture up on Lockers yet? No, I did say, like, thank you guys so much for following me on Lockers. It's absolutely amazing. I don't know when I'm going to post it, but when I do post it for the first time, it'll be on Lockers. I didn't say, like, I would upload it right then, if that makes sense. But yeah, it was, like, I love Lockers. I'm obsessed. I'm so obsessed with Lockers. I pretty much only use it for one thing, and that's outfit inspiration, because I'm so obsessed with styling and fashion styling. But then I will upload, like, pictures of myself, and yeah, I could get into the whole Tumblr envy thing, but it's not really like that since I can control exactly what I upload, and I can do that on Tumblr too, but I don't know how to describe it. Like, I can control exactly what I see on my dash, but you don't call it a dash. Okay, I'm moving on to the next question because I'm not making any sense, and you guys are just gonna get confused because I'm confused. Okay, the next question is, when are you coming to America? I am coming to America in 1 month, 1 month in 2 days, so I'm so excited. I'm gonna go to Florida and Georgia. I'm gonna go to like a cabin in Georgia for New Year's, and then Christmas I'll spend at Georgia at my grandma's house, and then hopefully I'll spend some time in Florida around the Orlando area and Jacksonville and places like that. So yeah, if you can't tell, I'm really, really excited because I love America. I'm like an American citizen. I don't know if you guys know that about me, but yeah, I have a dual citizenship for Canada, and America. All right, the next question, I'm gonna answer 2 more. Is, I know you love Harry Potter so much, but who first introduced you to Harry Potter? I really wish it wasn't called Harry Potter, because it's like, that's the name of a person, and I'm not obsessed with Harry Potter. I'm obsessed with the series, but yeah. So, who first introduced it to me was, I'm pretty sure it was my mom. We started reading books when I was about 6. I can remember reading the first book, the second book, and yes, I love it so much because I grew up with it, and it's like my childhood, but I think that other kids also, like, their parents like try to get them to grow up with it or something, and they didn't have as much of a connection, so I don't really know what it was. I think also it was around the time that I was moving for my first time as a kid, so I could kind of escape all of that and go into like the wizarding world of Harry Potter, and I was so much happier there than I was in real life, to be honest. I remember being really, really unhappy living in Germany as a kid, and my mom begs to differ, but I literally just remember being miserable, and that's so sad, so I guess I would kind of escape into that world. I didn't mean to go all deep there, but I guess, like, I don't know. If I had to answer, maybe that's why. I'm not a psychologist, but yeah, okay. The next question is, oops, sorry, 1 second. The next question is, it's like kind of a statement question, and I really thought it was cool. I didn't answer it yet, I didn't think about it yet, but I did kind of see it earlier. Popularity to me is overrated. I'd rather have quality friends than tons of friends who most have their, I think she means mostly have their own interest in mind. Wouldn't you agree? So, I'm not just going to agree or disagree. I'm going to do the whole ID thing where I weigh out my options. Popularity, it's overrated in the sense that people think once they're popular, they're going to be happy. But I don't think it's overrated in the sense that it's like overdone or like I don't know. In the sense that, does it make people happy? I don't think so, because when someone's popular, they're like had to change to be popular. They're A, probably not being themselves anymore, which can't ever bring you true happiness, and B, they're always going to want to be more popular and strive for more. So I would rather have quality friends than a ton of friends who have their own interests in mind. Even like 2 quality friends. So I would overall agree with the statement, but the truth is, the reality is, you're always going to have friends who only have their own interests in mind. I definitely have some, but I kind of put up with it. There are some people who are a lot more self-centered than other people, but that's how they are. Whatever made them that way, you just have to accept was probably something bad that they went through. And you know what? If they're fun to hang out with a couple times, even if they mostly direct the conversation to themselves, it can be fun. And especially, like, I feel like maybe in like university I'll have more people to like choose from, I guess. But right now there's like not much selection. Everybody kind of already knew each other. There was no one like new to bring to the equation, especially at school. But I think I was saying how in the end you're always going to have friends who have mostly their own interests in mind, whether they're close friends or not, and you kind of just have to put up with it, I'd say. I don't know if I already said this, but I don't know if I got caught. I said that there was something that made them that way, and then that's not, like, it probably wasn't their fault, maybe it was, but you kind of just have to accept that whatever it was bad, and now they're that way, and maybe if they're fun to hang out with a couple times, then hey, hang out with them. Don't hold a grudge forever because they direct the conversation to themselves. And that's all I have to say. And I will see you guys next time, and hopefully it will be a big Forever 21 haul. So yeah, bye.